Jake Tran is a perfect example of exactly what not to do once you blow up on YouTube.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
But Jake didn't just live long enough to become the villain, he chose to go from one of the most loved creators on the entire platform to a completely bought and sold individual who would scam every single one of his own fans if it meant he could buy a 4th Rolex.
What are you, stupid? Then how do we make money from those people?
Well, it's not about the money, it's about the message, right?
Wait a minute, whoa, you don't actually believe this crap, do you?
In case you don't know Jake Tran, he makes videos exposing corrupt and greedy politicians, unethical businesses, and topics like that, and as a result of the great videos that he makes, his channel has grown exponentially over the past 2 years. But the problem is that Jake is undeniably the exact type of guy that would do everything that he pretends to expose in his videos. So everything he's ever said when discussing these issues was never coming from a place of authenticity or empathy for the victims, it was all just a plan to get a large amount of people to like and trust him so he could scam them basically. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Jake Tran, his scams, his course Evil University, and the viciously profitable business of scamming your own fans.
Got, single girls, slide into my DMs.
First, I want to start out with a few of the scams and unethical businesses that Jake has shilled to his audience, just so we're all on the same page as to why Jake Tran is an objectively bad person with no morals. And just to set the record straight here, I am not anti-sponsorship. I don't think anyone has ever gotten hurt by a Ridge Wallet sponsorship, for example. All I ask from fellow creators is to be reasonably ethical when it comes to the products and services that you promote.
But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
In a video about why BitConnect was a scam, Jake had this to say about BitConnect.
Said the supply of BitConnects was limited to only 28 million coins, so as demand would go up for the coin, the price would skyrockets, and the people holding the original BitConnects would make a ton of money. Sounds confusing? That's because BitConnect wanted people to just barely understand what they were putting their money into. They wanted to attract people who didn't know that much about cryptocurrency, so if you're feeling confused, you would have been BitConnect's ideal investor.
And then, in this same exact video, he promotes an overcomplicated Web3 version of Spotify with worse music on it.
But one crypto startup that actually has a live working product that you can sign up for and use right now is Tune.fm. Tune.fm is the Web3 of Spotify that's actually live and working, meaning that you can click the link below, sign up, and start listening to music right now, just like you would for Spotify.
The problem here is that in order to pay to listen to that music, you have to invest into this trash crypto coin of theirs called Jam Token. And of course, Jam Token has zero utility aside from the fact that you can listen to subpar paid music with it, so the coin is now down more than 90% since Jake Tran promoted it to his fans. Jake then promoted a company called Bitclout, which of course he deleted his promotion of, but you guys already know these grifters cannot hide from me. I will research day and night, 8 days a week, if that's what it takes.
I realized that night that I'm never gonna get laid again.
Bitclout is nothing but a massive scam. You can tell just by the name. Might as well have just been called rugdemon.com or something like that. But it was supposed to be some sort of a decentralized version of Twitter where they lured people in by essentially pretending like they were giving away a bunch of fake money to celebrity con artists just like Jake. But the trick was that for celebrities like Logan Paul and Snoop Dogg to claim that fake money, they had to tweet about how they were going to claim their Bitclout. For verification purposes, of course.
All y'all going to hell. What? You right there. Hell. You. Hell. You. Hell. Yeah, I said it.
Now, I can go on and on about why Bitclout turned out to be a massive scam, but it's called Bitclout. I think you guys get the point. They later rebranded to something called Diamond App, which I did go over a little bit more in depth on my last video about Floyd Mayweather.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose.
And that one's not doing too well right now. Jake Tran was also a paid shill for FTX. He did cut out his sponsorship from the videos that they were in, but I was able to find some definitive proof of his FTX promo.
My God, there's no hiding it now.
Now, I get that some people think that it was hard to see that FTX was a scam, which I understand, but there was an audio interview 6 months before FTX collapsed, where Sam Bankman-Fried essentially described his own business as a Ponzi scheme. And of course, how could we forget about the biggest red flag of all time, this video right here.
Okay, the guy you see next to me is the most generous billionaire in the world, and I found him.
And thanks to Filmont.com, I was able to find the script for one of his FTX ads, and keep in mind this was not a one and done deal for Jake. He promoted FTX in multiple videos, but in this one, he claims that you are going to love FTX, which, to be totally honest with you guys, I don't think Jake's fans that have their money held up in FTX are really loving it right now. And I also love that he said on video that there are a ton of huge names out there that trust this guy.
I wanted to get rich not because I like money, but because I wanted to give that money to charity.
Hey Buster, did you see that video?
Yeah, I just watched it. It was awful.
And then to really rub salt in the wound for all his fans that lost money as a result of the garbage that he shills to his fans, he goes on to make this 60-tweet thread about why he thinks his daddy SBF is innocent.
Today I want to briefly talk about the content creator Jake Tran and ask YouTube to ban him from the platform.
Yeah, Nick, you tell him. But that wasn't enough for Jake. I think Jake has some sort of a fetish for losing his fans' money, because in a video that's titled How to Make Your Money Printer Go Brr, Jake promoted a company called Blockfi.
And if you want some free Bitcoin, you can earn up to $250 for funding your account on Blockfi. This is not financial advice, but I've already personally made $564.74 in pure interest just by keeping my crypto in my Blockfi interest accounts. I literally did nothing to make this passive income. That's because Blockfi is one of the easiest places to store your crypto, while at the same time earning up to 9% APY on the crypto you keep in your accounts.
I cannot make this up. At a certain point, we have to be able to admit the guy has a scamming fetish.
Blockfi is one of the easiest places to store your crypto.
If you don't know what Blockfi is, it's one of the biggest failures in all of crypto history. Just to quickly summarize what happened here, Blockfi was a digital asset lender. They would use grifters like Jake and Andre Jick to lure customers in by promising high interest rate returns, like here when Jake claimed in writing that you could earn up to 9% APY on your cryptocurrency using his incredible affiliate link. They would then loan people's money out to high-risk companies like Sam Bankman-Fried's crypto trading firm, Alameda Research, which was led by this.
We tend not to have things like stop losses.
So they were a raw dog in the market, basically. And Alameda Research would invest large sums of money into garbage like FTT, which has zero actual utility, and when that collapsed, so did Blockfi.
Because I wanted to give that money to charity.
So when FTX filed for bankruptcy, Blockfi did as well, and just like FTX, customers who use Jake's affiliate link and put money into Blockfi can't withdraw any of their money as of right now, so thank you, Jake Tran. I'm sure all your fans really love you right now for this.
Blockfi is one of the easiest places to store your crypto.
And look, some people might say people need to do their due diligence before investing into something like this, which is 100% true. I'm all for personal accountability. But given the track record here, does it really seem like Jake is doing his due diligence before promoting these products and services to hundreds of thousands of his fans in exchange for money? Jake wants to scam all of his fans on video and then take zero accountability for those scams and return $0 of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that he makes from those scams. So he basically wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Some pretty bad news. At this point, I'm used to it, so I'm not even that hurt anymore. I got rug pulled again.
And on that note of cryptocurrency scams, how could we forget about one of the greatest YouTube videos of all time, the evil business of NFTs, which of course he deleted. But
I have the receipts.
So let's check out this absolute masterpiece by Jake Tran.
In the weird world of NFTs, there is something sinister going on where criminals are making off with millions with what's called a rug pull.
Once you realize, like, I'm making a lot of money flipping NFTs, you realize, oh my god, the project that I'm buying these NFTs from are making 5% of every single transaction. So like, that's where the real money's at.
2 very boring minutes later.
I'll use the project that we're advising for as the example, the Cunning Society. These are two guys that have exceptional backgrounds. They're both AI developers. They hop on question and answers, AMAs, in their Discord, talk to their community all the time. They're super active on Twitter.
I love that video so much, it's just marvelous. I mean, who needs Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and T-Series when you could just get rugged by Jake Tran and the Cunning Society in a video titled The the evil business of NFTs.
Criminals are making off with millions with what's called a rug pull.
It's almost as if he was manifesting the rug pull into reality, because if we take a look at the Cunning Wolf Society today, these NFTs are only down about 100%. No one has bought one of these garbage NFTs in more than a month, despite the fact that Jake claimed he would be an advisor for this project, and according to the project's official Twitter account, him and one other person were paid around 250 grand to make the videos they did. Not only do these grifters like Jake Tran scam people, they post the undeniable evidence of those scams to the internet consensually and delete it later, but they expect people like me to not be able to find the evidence.
Retarded person are not stupid. They're just retarded.
Jake also promotes the courses of some of the worst fake gurus in the entire world in exchange for money, like Meet Kevin and Kevin David. I think Kevin David is the worst of the two, so we're gonna focus on him. In a now deleted video from a few years ago, here's Jake admitting to shilling Kevin David's $2,000 course on how to make a course so he can make $800 commissions.
Not too long ago, I put out a review of a course called Digital Course Secrets. Strange enough, it's a course on how to make a course from Kevin David. Great overall course, great content, so it was something that I was comfortable reviewing and honestly recommending on this channel. And I'm not stupid. I'll be the first to admit that the 40% commission you earn promoting a $2,000 course definitely influenced my decision on making the video. What? 40% commission you earn. What the fuck? And the first month after the video launch, it was pretty marvelous. Nearly $4,000 in commission, all from one YouTube video.
Guys, like, what in the world are we talking about here? Why would the consumer have to pay $800 more for this product just so this absolute nerd can make a 40% commission on a course about making a course?
What am I doing with my life?
And by the way, Kevin David was recently fined more than $50 million from the FTC for deceiving customers and suppressing negative reviews online. So shilling this guy's trash courses for money is kind of a bad look for you, Jake, I'm not gonna lie. But if you thought that was bad, in a video titled How to Rob Poor People, Jake said this.
When in reality, most, and I mean most, crypto trading bots are complete scams.
Okay, well, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure there's one or two legit crypto trading bots out there, but
I've met the founder and the team in person, they're great, and the product itself is actually legit. You can set up your own custom bots based on your parameters, deploy them to start trading automatically with your money, see the trades come in, and withdraw your money. I've actually set up what's called a grid trading bot 11 days ago, give it $1,000 to trade with, and I'm already up 3% on it. Nothing crazy, but also pretty good for just 11 days.
3% in 11 days, bro? I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot of goddamn money. If you invested 100 grand and you were consistently making 3% every 11 days compounded, you'd more than double your money completely passively in less than a year. So Jake, why even bother making YouTube videos at this point? Just invest every dollar you've ever made into this crypto trading bot and make your 3% every 11 days and retire. There's no need to ever even work again. You just broke capitalism. Oh wait, I think we might have missed something.
Nothing crazy, but also pretty good for just 11 days.
So this guy is claiming that he made a 3% return in 11 days using this crypto trading bot without ever having the crypto trading bot actually do a transaction and then advertising that to hundreds of thousands of people. That is some groundbreaking stuff right here, guys. And on that note of groundbreaking, I want to take a second to tell you guys about today's video sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, I'm just kidding, but look, I can't stress this enough. There's nothing inherently wrong with sponsorships. They're super easy to skip past, and as long as that product or service isn't hurting anyone, it's just an advertisement. I've probably watched 100 videos with Raid Shadow Legends as the sponsor, but I've never seen a full Raid Shadow Legends ad. I am not anti-sponsorship, I am anti-scam. But these companies like Tune FM are paying Jake because they're making significant amounts of money scamming Jake's followers. It's not like these are charities, just donating money to grifters like Jake. And the fact of the matter is, if you accept sponsorships from scammers, cheaters, or liars, you are at fault just as much as the scammers themselves for intentionally promoting that product to your fans, especially when it's as blatantly obvious as a company called Bitclout. And for Jake to go out of his way to scam the same people that support him and then try and retroactively delete the evidence of those scams that he consensually posted to the internet while sober is an insult to the intelligence of his followers. Specifically when he's sitting there making videos condemning the exact same thing that he's promoting. All I'm saying is don't scam people and just take sponsorships from normal companies.
But that is boring. We're criminals. Let's do something a little bit more interesting.
Yes, Jake, thank you for making this video very, very interesting. Keep in mind, these are not even half of the scams that Jake has shilled to his audience. If I were to go through each and every one, this video would be 45 minutes, and with that being said, there's no question as to whether Jake Tran is a good person or not. And when you're an undeniable con artist like Jake Tran,
your ass is mine.
Think about it like this. You could be Jake Tran's biggest fan in the entire world. You could have watched every minute of every video he's ever made, given the guy thousands of dollars in ad revenue and monthly membership fees, but he wouldn't even think about it twice if every dollar in your bank account was taken from you if it meant he made an extra commission or two from his Blockfi link. And it's just dumb because any reasonable capitalist would understand the simple concept that scamming the same people that made you rich in the first place, although it might make you more money in the short term, will lose you money in the long term. I called it with Aiden Ross a few months ago, I called it with Logan Paul a few months ago, and the fact of the matter is, long term, the grifters are gonna continue to grift, and I'll keep being right. Because as the late, great Darman says,
what happens in the dark always comes to light.
So next I want to get into Jake's course, Evil University.
Single girls, slide into my DMs.
Putting aside Jake's obvious hypocrisy,
you can make a living off of just AdSense, but brand deals is a lot more. That's my main focus, is brand deals and AdSense. A lot of people sell courses. I personally don't want to be associated with that.
2 weeks later.
Evil Business University courses are the most entertaining courses out there, period. No one has done something quite like this before.
I personally don't want to be associated with that.
Shut up!
Jake Tran sells 2 courses. One is called Evil University, which is just an egregious name, and the other one is his laptop lifestyle course. I was able to gain access to Evil University in preparation for this video. Unfortunately, I can't show anything in the actual course because it's paywalled content, but I'm gonna give you my honest review of the course, and I'll let you guys decide whether it's worth it or not. And just to clarify, I'm not a course hater. I think a course could potentially be beneficial to certain people based on what's being taught, the price of the course, and the potential for a return on investment. But the problem with courses is that they're often completely dishonest in their marketing, and they prey upon people that are desperate for money, and they often just end up making those desperate people even more poor and more desperate than they were before they bought the course.
So if you're on this page, this is your sign to fill out that checkout form and enroll right now. Just put in your email and your credit card information and you will be good to go. And if your payment declines,
What?
And if your payment declines,
bro, what are you talking about, man?
The easiest workaround is just trying out a different payment method.
I got you right where I want you, little nigga. Go ahead, say cheese.
If you have to even mention cards getting automatically declined when people try and buy your course, it's probably because your customers are all either broke or a lot of other people are trying to get chargebacks for the garbage that you sold them. Either way, we're off to a pretty bad start here. And I just want to say a lot of these new age grifters like Jake are so cringe that it honestly makes me appreciate the old heads like Tony Robbins and Ty Lopez and Grant Cardone, because at least they bring some swag to the fake guru game.
You're a rapper. You're out there freaking, you're out there boom boom.
These guys like Jake that are my age who sell these courses nowadays are literally ChatGPT versions of what a course shilling grifter is supposed to be.
Hello. My name is Jake Tran. I am an AI scientifically programmed to steal your money. I took Kevin David's course on how to sell courses and now I am ready to take money.
It's a course on how to make a course.
I am not a grifter or scammer, my course is legit. give me money.
But anyways, Evil University costs $300. He offers a $100 affiliate bonus if you refer anyone to his course, which is objectively ridiculous. The guy is making customers pay an artificially inflated price by 33% just so he can take more money from more people, which is blasphemous. He stole that straight out of the Kevin David playbook. The first section of this course is about slavery. For some reason, the guy has some sort of a slavery obsession, it seems like. A lot of these course grifters like Jake pretend that the middle class in America is the modern day equivalent to slavery.
There's as much slavery in the country today as there ever has been. You got 300 million people in this country that are slaves. It's called the middle class.
Which is just so disrespectful to actual slaves of the past. I'm not even going to address it, but that's the basic premise. Then, he basically says that people around the world are paid pennies on the dollar for the work they do by companies like Apple, and I think what he's trying to say is that that's why you should also be immoral like him. It's a documentary course, so it's quite entertaining, but that's about it. There's no practical information you can take away from this course, aside from moving to some third world country and becoming the owner of some unethical business or something. In my opinion, this course is nothing but a paid version of his free YouTube videos. I mean, maybe you could buy Apple stock because they allegedly treat their overseas employees poorly, but I don't think you need to pay Jake Tran $300 to buy Apple stock. You could just spend that same $300 you spent on the course on the actual Apple stock.
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
Jake is a capitalist, and he's more than welcome to sell this course, and it's a free market, so I'm gonna freely express my opinion on his garbage paid course. After watching Jake's course, I can confidently say I'd rather buy a Meet Kevin course for $600 than pay Jake Tran $300 for these YouTube videos.
Hold up. Time out. Flag on the play, traveling, offsides, clipping. Hold up, wait a minute.
The guy is cringe, I'm telling you. He honestly makes me appreciate someone like Meet Kevin. At least that guy is rich and handsome and alpha and has really good stock picks.
Why is a farm at $125? Why does it keep spiking up and going to the moon? Why does it keep spiking up and going to the moon? Mostly because I'm often right.
Jake's course, in my opinion, is essentially just entertainment mixed with a sales pitch to do commission-based sales for him with zero salary for the price of 2.5 years of a Netflix subscription.
Single girls slide into my DMs.
Out of all the scammers I've covered on this channel, Jake is by far the most shameless because he makes videos speaking out against the same things that he promotes. At least some of these other guys will just straight up admit to being a criminal.
I went to jail. The other night, policemen came to my home and arrested me.
Or a scammer.
Didn't you scam people? Yes, bro. Listen, you scam people. Oh yeah, we all did.
Bruh.
You're gonna do it too. Oh, me, Speed. Oh, you know.
And look, if he had scammed once or twice, whatever. We're all human. We all make mistakes, and nobody's perfect. And I get that. You're not gonna see me make an entire dedicated video on someone who promoted established titles one time, calling them a scammer for 20 minutes. But when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Jake wants to get in front of a camera and pretend like he appreciates his audience.
You guys are my biggest supporters, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. If you're watching this right now, you guys are my biggest supporters, and I appreciate you guys like more than I can explain in words.
Stop the cap.
Based on his actions, he's consistently shown that he doesn't actually care about his fans, and that's gonna end up biting him in the ass sooner or later. I think Jake used to make some of the best videos on this entire platform, and if he wasn't a scumbag scam artist, there would be no good reason as to why anyone should be hating on this dude. But the guy's too busy LARPing as an evil capitalist to make a reasonable or smart decision with his career. So in the meantime, I'll be praying for Jake Tran's completely self-inflicted downfall. And I do want to issue a public apology to Ricegum. I previously said he's the Asian guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I was wrong. Jake Tran is literally the physical manifestation of D. Lung from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
All you have to do to learn the secret of my success is send me money.
Big deal.
That's right. It's as simple as that. Get out your checkbook, credit card, and wallet and send them to me.
Just put in your email and your credit card information and you will be good to go.
If you guys like this video, I think you might like this one about Jake's creators agency peer, Meet Kevin, on the screen right now, or maybe this one about Floyd Mayweather's crypto scams. But that's just what I think. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And aside from that, single girls, slide into my DMs. Haha.